This was everything I read in the last week. I gotta say, this week was a little disappointing. To start off on a good note, I did listen to book 2 and book 3 of the Kate Daniels series. They're all in graphic audio. There are 10 books total. I am really loving the series. It's a good fun time. It's a very, very, very slow burn, which I am loving. And I love the tension between Kate and Curran, the MC. I did listen and eyeball read Sword of Kaigen, and I did like this. I gave this 4 stars. It was emotional, it was sad, heartbreaking. I love reading about a strong FMC that's a warrior and she is a mother. I think some of the like historical info dumps, all the names and countries and cities and places or whatever were very confusing for me. There was something at like the 50% mark that happened that I was actually really sad about. In the first half, I like that we got the POV of like a 14-year-old and a POV of the mother. But then like the second half, it's just like the POV of all the adults. I kind of wish we were still in like a teen POV. And then I think my biggest issue with this book is that there's like this little mystery sort of at like the 70% mark, and then by like the 95% mark of it, like we're sort of like uncovering facts about it. We're like learning about like an assassin and like who that assassin belongs to. But then I'm like reading and I'm like turning the page on my Kindle, like expecting another page, and then the book ends and like nothing is like resolved. Like I'm like, is there gonna be a second book? But apparently there's not going to be. So like, why was that even brought up in the first place, kind of? I did enjoy the story as a whole, and I loved Blood Over Brighthaven too. And I listened and also read Piranesi. I don't know, I'm not like obsessed with this like everybody else is. Like this is very slow. It's very weird and like it is very unique. More thought-provoking than like action, like atmospheric. Just didn't do anything. Like I literally closed the book and was like, okay, moving on. I read 2 thrillers. When I Kill You is an arc. It comes out in February. Again, this book didn't do too much for me. Like it was fast-paced. There were good plot twists to it. It's kind of like a stalker thriller, which like is not my favorite. And last I read Dead in the Water by John Marks. I was hoping I would like this one because his others were just okay to me, and I kind of found this one to be dumb. And my big issue with this is that this guy, he's like hallucinating people from his past. Like he knows that they're unalived, and he's trying to figure out like how they were unalived or who did it. And the only way he's seeing these people and like adding more people to his hallucinations is if he is unalived and then like is given CPR and comes back. Also, it's giving like the Villain series by B. Strong. It's like so obvious who unalived those people, but like we're waiting up to like 60% for the main character to like figure out who did it. I think John Morris books are just like not for me. He kind of feels like on par to Freida McFadden. Those were all the books that I read last week, and I'm currently reading and starting the Legacy series finally. And then I need to use my Spotify hours, so I'm listening to Arcana Academy.